Forgive him.
What?
All guys make mistakes. Don't be a...
This brother.
We are live.
We are live.
We are live.
Did I say welcome to the main event?
Run that thing, grandmother, you mad?
Oh man.
Behave before you talk about what I'm talking about, yeah?
Disclaimer.
Run that thing back. Nah, man, stay there in your corner, man. Run that thing back, fam. I don't want to hear nothing from you.
We are live, as I'm saying, Mr. Blitzter.
Raven the GS.
Joe on further the Cyber Nerds.
Today, we've got Jupiter's Legacy. And want to be part of the Cybernerds Legacy? Why don't you subscribe to the channel? You know you love this content. You know you love our reactions. So you might as well just get these notifications when they come. Official trailer has officially dropped for 3 minutes. Hopefully we get some juicy scenes. But the last one was a bit of a shambles, isn't it?
These men been watching the Cyber Nerds 100%, fam. 100%, fam. Especially when you're coming out the gate with an official trailer that's 2 minutes 43 after releasing a tease. What was like, the tease was the one that was like shitting on Justice League. And then the second one was like art drawing and stuff. And it's like, yeah, if you weren't involved in the whole comic book run, the thing actually meant nothing to you. So, get me? I'm going to actually try and like just remove the second one, the art thing from my mind and go from them killing the Justice League or, you know what I'm saying, alluding to that and then go to this and see if it just gives me a better, more positive outlook. Get me? Because from what I heard, like, from just the concept of this whole thing, I thought it sounded good.
Okay.
So, get me.
All right, cool. Are you ready?
I'm good.
Don't you remember the island? And what we had to do to earn these powers?
90 years. 90 years, what do we have to show for it?
We've made a difference, Joe.
Yo.
What was Dad like when he was younger?
Nothing ever rattled him faster.
The man I knew was never at home when I was a kid. Too busy saving the world.
Brandon, Chloe, everything you do is a reflection on this family. You have to be the ideal.
No one can live up to the ideal.
What?
Not even Dad.
They're not even close to being ready. And I'm doing everything I can to keep this family from falling apart.
Well, it's not working.
It used to be that you protect your country. They call you a hero.
The world is changing. So I guess we're gonna have to change with it.
I don't know whether I can do this anymore. You do the right thing, somebody dies. You do the wrong thing, somebody dies.
So what would you do if you were the one calling the shots?
Trailer's lit.
It's mad because I'm actually glad this is not like a Patreon request, innit? Because it's like, I feel like the concept and everything they was putting out looks super legit, makes sense. And is legitimately what I heard, like, these man, cosmic powers, whatever, and then like their families, like older generation of superheroes, which like piques my interest. But like the way the CG and the aesthetic of the thing looks very budget. Do you know what I'm saying? And that's what's I think is throwing me off, bro, because it's like we're so deep in the superhero TV shows, movies now. It's like there's got to be something like, you know what I'm saying? There's like a bar we're at now, and I don't know if some of the graphics in this are reaching that bar. And what I'm hoping is the narrative of it supersedes sees that. So I'm definitely in for episode 1. You get me? After that, we'll have to see how deep the show is. You get me? But I'm liking that. I'm liking what they put out here, fam.
Yeah, I mean, trailer wasn't crazy.
Wow.
I don't know why he's so buzzed about, fam.
Oh,
but the concept, like Joe said, like, is there like old school, new school? Like, it seems like that whole, so almost like a reality show kind of thing. Like, the way you got to move and circulate, showing like how the family is and all that. But other than that, like, it's like Joe said, man, I'm just gonna have to wait and see. Trailer on the other end, didn't tickle me, didn't do anything. Yeah, that's just that.
The thing what's mad is like with where we're at with like Superman and Lois and stuff like that, and like even Invincible to an extent, it's like we're like, it's like the narrative of the shows they're giving us now are superheroes who have got older.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? And in the newer generation, and it's almost like people who grew up watching or reading comic books have grown up. And are now making the stuff, and it's about feeding that down to the new generation. So I like that whole like parallel to real life and that whole narrative. And I want to really get into them talking about the whole them getting powers, and they've had powers for 90 years. The way that like their man was still sitting around the table like a regular family eating dinner. Then dad talking about, oh, you man have got to be this, and talking about the ideal. And it was like when man was talking about the ideal, is the ideal his philosophy, or is the ideal actually something? Do you get what I'm saying? Because like, when she was like, oh, you can never live up to the ideal, they said it like it was actually a thing, as opposed to just you living up to dad's, do you know what I'm saying, expectations. So,
do they have, it seemed like there was other families there as well.
Definitely.
Yeah,
like
yeah,
the
right.
black guy had the black kids or black girl.
He had like Mercury's power.
Different families and...
So...
Like I just want to see what he's saying.
It just reminds me a lot of Earth 2 and how their powers come from like gods or whatever. And I'm just interested to see what Netflix has got, because like Netflix hasn't really been doing anything in the superhero genre. You get me?
Not since the other one's got.
I mean the Marvel stuff, but I don't even count that as Netflix. That was Marvel before they had Disney Plus trying to test the waters and being like, oh, so you man think this can bang? Our own streaming service. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, bro, when you look at it retrospectively, you're like, Disney's actually so far ahead of the game that they would be like, we're thinking about doing our own streaming service. Let's try these 4 shows on Netflix, the most popular streaming service, before we do it. Like, you know what I'm saying? When I look back, I'm like, yeah, bro. When I look back, I'm like, that's definitely what they did. Knowing that the rights was going to expire, and that their service, and now the character, and now niggas, now man's are talking about having them characters now in there. You know what I'm saying, bro? So it's a whole thing. It's a whole thing.
My only question is this gonna make it to? Wait, I guess they're dropping this one whole.
Oh, it's Netflix, isn't it?
Yeah.
So no watch-alongs.
Guess not, innit? I mean, that's what we said, isn't it? If you don't drop it in one day.
Yeah. That's mad.
But yeah, I'm liking the whole look of it though. I'm liking like the story.
Yeah,
how
you
this
liked
man
it.
came along. Even just the looks, like even like you're saying, it does look budget. But if that's just the world that it's set in, and you got so used to like day one,
I get you, and
everything just looks like that, you're just gonna be like, this is how these powers look.
That's why I'm not ripping the suits, because the suits to me looked OD corny. But if that is how like you're saying, if that is just the aesthetic of the universe, I can live with that. But you got to come with super narrative, fam.
You know what? Run it back. I want to see what Sam sees, because I have no problem with suits or anything like that. It's just the trailer didn't tickle me.
Wow. Okay.
I just thought it was calm, like.
Don't you remember the island? And what we had to do to earn these powers?
90 years. 90 years, and what do we have to show for it?
We've made a difference, Joe.
What was Dad like when he was younger?
Nothing ever rattled him faster.
man I knew was never at home when I was a kid.
Too
busy saving the
dead
world.
man and then seeing their children as well.
Brandon, Chloe, everything you do is a reflection on this family.
And you touch the car, bro.
You have to be the ideal.
No, but this is why he's telling him he needs to be the ideal because he thinks she's lost it.
Because he's out here earning the money and stuff.
She might be the reckless one, isn't it?
I love how they beat up. Do you know what I'm saying? That's how
Just do being the Flash.
That does look a
I'm
bit
doing everything I
Power
can to
Ranger,
keep this
isn't
family
it?
from falling apart.
Now what's up now? Like, what's that about?
Working.
It used to be that you protect your country. They call you a hero.
And what guns are those they using? Like, it's just a
So I
lot.
guess we're gonna have to change with it.
And this whole thing of where is this in Asia? Man.
I don't know whether I can do this anymore. You do the right thing. Somebody dies. You do the wrong thing. Somebody dies.
So what would you do if you were the one calling the shots?
It's just like those things. Like there's nothing bad, nothing good. It's just calm for me, and I just have to wait and see what he's saying.
Well, even it looks like they end up even beefing each other as well, which I'm like, right, what is the actual problem? But guess we'll have to wait and see. Yeah, guys, let us know in the comments down below. What do you think of Jupiter's Legacy? Are you down for it? Binging it day one? Yeah. Guess we'll have to see. I'm Sam, Mr. Blitztech.
Raving your GS.
Joe one further the Cyber Nerds.
I